First down, here's the run with Cook. Running right through him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty, shedding the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Four yards remain for second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Mon. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And some room to run now. And all opposite 48. A huge play there for Chicago. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got this down to the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. A solid stiff arm. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
he's got a man complete. 20.
Get off the field.
Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mon. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action here. Mon sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. He's got Smith here.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. This is caught by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Open man, once again it's Thielen. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Taking it about the 36. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bears take over.